Good morning. So I am on the balcony of my water tower at the park field in the middle of sort of nowhere, California, but the most peaceful country place ever. And I'll put a link down below for you because I did a review of my stay here. But I'm doing my first ever product empties video. So I didn't even know that was a thing. But basically a product empties video is, as women, we acquire insane amounts of beauty product, right? We might have 5 or 6 bottles of lotion, etc., because we try things, it doesn't work, we don't toss them, and then we just keep getting more and more and more. So I'm trying this sort of new thing in my life, Marie Kondo. So she wrote the book, The Art of Tidying Up, I think it's called. And I'll put a link down below for you, and it's basically how to simplify your life and declutter, etc. So one of the things that I'm trying to do, and this is not textbook, she does not recommend you do it this way, so I want to put that disclaimer out there, but it's how I'm doing it. And just trying to use up my beauty product instead of tossing it or just giving it away. And so, you know, as women, I feel like we buy something, it doesn't work, we use it for a little bit, we keep it, we buy something, it doesn't work, etc. So what I'm doing is really just using up everything, and the things that I noticed I ran out of first were the things that I absolutely loved. And so if you have a huge tub of lotion and you actually emptied it, you really enjoy it because you have your choice of 10 sitting on your countertop. So I wanted to showcase and highlight the ones that really work for me. So I have very problem skin. So I have eczema and dry skin. And I have over the years probably tried north of 50 different lotions on my face. Some of the ones that I tried, people swore up and down and they didn't do anything for me, or they somewhat aggravated my skin. So give it a try and see if it works for you. So the first product that I want to talk to you about is this one. So this is by Wild Naturals. It's Eczema and Psoriasis Cream. I got this on Amazon, and I found it because it had an insane amount of 5-star reviews from people that suffer from eczema. And this thing, I want to say it's $20 for a pretty good sized tub of lotion. This thing does wonders for me. And when I am having a sort of breakout on my face, how I'll use this is in the evening after I get out of the shower, I'll leave my face super wet. I won't dry it off at all. And I'll put a really generous sized amount of this on my hands. And this is kind of a weird tip, but it's not very sanitary to have a giant tub of lotion that you stick your fingers into. So what I'll do is I'll go get a butter knife, and I'll use that one that's gone through the dishwasher, obviously, so it's super clean. And I'll scoop out a little, or you could get those little, those plastic things from Amazon also that you could use to scoop the lotion, but I don't recommend if you have sensitive skin that you put your fingers in there because I think it's a breeding ground for bacteria. So anyways, I would take a really generous scoop of that on, and it comes out, it's like consistency almost of cold butter. So it's very, very thick, and it's not very, I don't know what the word is, it's not quite spreadable. So what I would do is I'd take that, put it on my fingers, and I would warm it up between my fingertips so that I'm not aggravating my face by trying to smush it in there. So once I did that with my face still wet, I just sort of dab it all over, and then my skin would soak it right up. I would say literally the next day I would wake up and I would see a lot of improvement if I'm having a bad bout. That would probably take 2 to 3 nights, and by the 3rd night, very clear to completely gone is what would be typical for me. And that's huge, and that's with nighttime application only. The reason I don't use it in the morning is because it doesn't interact well with other products. So when I tried it on, let's say, sunscreen or makeup, what it would do is it would pill, meaning the products would refuse to bond and they'd sort of ball up on your face. And I tried it with a variety of sunscreens and a variety of makeup or foundations, really, and I couldn't get it to not do that. So I never did it in the morning, only in the evening. The other thing too is, for whatever reason, I don't know if it's because it's medicinal in nature, but it's not that moisturizing. It's more healing to me, even though it might be for somebody else, but because I have exceptionally dry skin, it's not moisturizing enough for me. So I like to use in the morning when I'm having a sort of rash on my face. What I'll do is I'll use a very moisturizing lotion in the morning, and then I'll use this at night. And that's to be sort of a 1-2 knockout punch and would work really, really well for me.